When you hear the phrase digital ID, you might think it's something dry, just another government system. But make no mistake, this change could redefine how you live, work, and even access basic services. Around the world, from the UK to EU, India to China, governments are pushing systems that tie your verified identity to everything you do.
This government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
This isn't optional anymore. Understanding what it means is essential. Now, a digital ID is a secure electronic credential that confirms who you are online or in person, and it usually lives in an app or on your phone or a digital wallet in the encrypted cloud, and it stores basic facts about you, your name, birthday, national ID number, and increasingly biometric data like your face or fingerprints, and in more expansive systems, it may link to tax record, medical files, your driving license, and even education credentials. The idea is efficiency, that one login that unlocks government services, banking, healthcare, travel, and more, instead of dozens of cards and passwords. Now, governments say the benefits are clear: less fraud, faster service delivery, more secure access, and huge savings in administration. Yes, that sounds reasonable, but there's a trade-off, and that trade-off is power, your power. Imagine every piece of your life, your movements, your finances, your online activity are connected to a single ecosystem, one central point of identity. Convenience increases, yes, but so does risk. A single breach, an abuse of power, a policy shift, it all becomes much more impactful. Surveillance becomes easier. With your ID tied to your location, purchasing history, your social media or browsing behavior, a government or third party could build a behavioral map of you. So lose access to your ID, whether through error, policy or dissent, and you risk of being locked out of essential services. You could be denied healthcare, banned from travel, cut off from the financial system.
He was blacklisted. He only realised when he tried to buy a train ticket and was told he was banned from travelling.
China is already expanding aspects of this. Their digital identity isn't just proof of who someone is, it's tied to their financial history, travel permissions, and activity scores. If the state disapproves of what you do or buy, they can restrict your movement or financial privileges, and that's not hypothetical, it's real and increasingly normal.
Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Larry Ellison and other tech leaders have predicted that in the US, AI and big data will combine with identity systems to power surveillance, linking identity with behavioral and predictive analytics. And once your identity is fully digital, people won't just lose privacy, they risk losing autonomy. In the UK, under Keir Starmer's government, there are signals that digital ID will become essential infrastructure. Some critics warn that if employment verification, social benefits, or even basic public services require it, refusing or lacking it could mean being shut out. This isn't about convenience alone anymore. Now, on paper, this seems like dry policy, but once you see how much control this gives and how it lets governments monitor, regulate, and gatekeep every part of your life, you begin to see how fundamental this shift is. This isn't about cards or apps, it's about power. And here is an example. If the government doesn't like your online activity, or if you refuse to take a mandatory vaccine, we all know what that is, the government now have the ability to refuse your access to all basic services. You'll be left with no choice but to do exactly what the government wants. If you want access to the basic necessities to survive, this is absolutely petrifying. And this is just the beginning. Digital IDs are coming. The question is, who controls them and how much control do you get over your identity? Now, when you start to understand the direction that governments are going around the world, not just the UK, there's one thing that's become painfully clear. Freedom isn't free anymore. It's something you have to buy. And the currency you buy it with? Money. Not just any money, online money. Now, money that's borderless, independent, and under your control entirely. Because when the system starts tightening, which it is, and when the government's linked your identity to access, when travel or work becomes conditional, the only real escape route you have is the one you build yourself. And that's why I believe that right now in 2025, making money online isn't just an opportunity, it's survival. Most people think about online income in terms of, a luxury in life. No. Work from home, flexible hours, passive income. But what it really gives you is something much, much deeper, and that is options. Now, these options are things like, where do I want to live? Or what country aligns with my values? What kind of system do I want to participate in? And the problem is, if you rely on one government, one employer, or one currency, you're trapped. But if your income is digital and diversified, you control your life. Now, that's the real flex, not the Lambos, not the villas, but your location freedom. And let's be honest, the world is shifting fast. Governments are testing digital currencies, introducing digital IDs, tightening tax systems, restricting cash, and monitoring all transactions, and you cannot stop that, but you can outgrow it. When your income comes from the internet, whether that's agency work or digital products, consulting, OFM, or content creation, you move from being dependent on one economy to being connected to the global economy. You can literally wake up, close your laptop in London and open it in Dubai, Bali, or Lisbon, and your business still runs. That is power to you. Now, I'm not talking about get-rich-quick schemes. I'm talking about building real digital skills, things that pay you anywhere, learning how to market, how to sell, and build systems online, monetizing your expertise, creating leverage through automation and audience, because the truth is, the internet has leveled the playing field. Times are different now. You don't need permission, qualifications, or approval from anyone anymore. You just need competence and consistency. And I'll say this again, making money online isn't about greed, it's about security. It provides you, it'll provide your family. It's about buying back your time, your location, and your voice. And when you can make money from anywhere, you get to decide what country to live in, what lifestyle to lead, who to work with, and what systems you do or don't comply with. Now, that's the definition of freedom in the modern world. Think about it like this. The more digital and centralized society becomes, the more valuable independence becomes. If your income depends on a system that can be paused like that, or censored, or taxed into oblivion like the UK, you'll always feel controlled. But when your income comes from you, your skills, and your digital systems, your audience, nobody can take that away. You can choose your tax jurisdiction, as I have. You can choose your residency, as I have. And you can choose your freedom, as I have. So, the takeaway from all of this, don't just sit there and watch what's happening in the world. You've seen it on the news, you've seen it on social media. Position yourself ready for it. Learn the skills that make you money online and build something digital that you own. Because in a world moving towards control, the ultimate rebellion is self-reliance. Money online isn't about status, it's about sovereignty. Because the best time to start buying your freedom is before you lose it. You know, every time I talk about financial freedom or building income online, people ask me the same question every single time. Yeah, Dylan, but how? What business actually works right now? And look, I get it. You've probably seen 100 business models. You've got drop shipping, you've got SMMA, which is social media marketing, you've got crypto, you've got e-com, you've got coaching, you've got trading, and most of them sound great in theory, but in practice, they're overcrowded, they've got a low margin, and they take forever to get traction. The truth is, most online businesses are bad businesses for beginners. They're complex, they're capital heavy, or require years of trial and error before you even make your first dollar. That's why I say this with full confidence and from experience. OFM, or OnlyFans management, is the best business model to start in 2025. And I'll explain exactly why that is. Now, reason number one, it's easy to start. It's got a low cost, high profit. Now, OFM doesn't require expensive ads, inventory, or a massive audience. All you need is a laptop, Wi-Fi, and time. Now, you're not building a product, you're building systems that manage and monetize other people's existing audiences. Now, that's the beauty of it. Helping creators earn more from what they already have and taking a percentage of the profits for providing structure, traffic, and chatting support. And at its core, OFM is a service business, but unlike typical agencies, your margins are huge. There's no cost of goods, there's no shipping, and it's a digital revenue split between you and your creators. So while most e-commerce stores barely run on a 10 to 20% margins, a well-run OFM agency can easily hit 60 to 70% profit margins, and that's why this is so powerful. It's not just another online hustle, it's a real, scalable business. Reason two, the barrier to entry is low, but the ceiling is massive. To start, you don't need a brand, a huge audience, or years of experience. You can simply start by learning the basics of creator management. That is outreach, organic marketing, and chatting. And look, within a few weeks, you can have your first creator signed. And once you get that first result, you can simply then scale horizontally by signing more creators, or vertically by building systems and scaling specific creators. This is exactly how I built my agency from 0 to 700K a month. And here's the crazy part, it's still early. Most people have no idea how big this industry actually is. People look back on this video in years to come and think, shit, I wish I'd have got in. Now, there are millions of creators online right now, but only a fraction have professional management. And that means there's still a massive opportunity for new agencies that know what they're doing. And reason three, OFM teaches you every core business skill. This is what most people do not realize. Running an OFM agency forces you to master marketing because you're responsible for growing your creators' pages, sales psychology because chatting is literally conversion at scale, and also systems and automation because you simply cannot scale without any structure. You've then got team building, and as you grow, you'll hire chatters, editors and relationship managers. And the thing is, every single skill you then learn inside of OFM will then transfer to any other online business or physical business for that matter. So even one day you see you exit the industry and you walk away with an elite level digital skill set, that is a win, right? And that's why I always say OFM is the best first business, because it pays while you learn and earn, right? And reason 4, you can get results fast. And here's what makes OFM so addictive. You can literally start generating income within your first month if you execute properly. If you sign one creator and understand how to use organic marketing, Instagram Reels, Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube promotion strategies, then you could easily bring in $2,000 worth of new subscribers every single month at the bare minimum. And then if you have the right chatting systems, even a simple 1-to-5 chat to creator ratio, which is basic, you can scale that creator to $10,000 a month in revenue. And if you're on a 50-50 split, that's $5K in your pocket. And that's from one creator. Now imagine managing 5, 10 or 20 creators. That's how people scale to 20, 50 and 100K plus a month. And that's why my agency hit 700K a month in the month of September. Now, it's not because I'm special, it's because the system works and it's simple enough for anyone to follow once they understand it. And reason 5, it gives you true freedom. OFM isn't just about money, it's about mobility. It's fully remote. You can run your agency from anywhere, whether you're in London, Dubai, Bali or Lisbon. As long as you have a laptop and a connection, you're good to go. And that's what makes it so powerful in today's world. You're not tied to a job, a location, or even one government. You control your income. You choose your clients. You also decide how big or small you want to go with this. And that's the real goal. Freedom through digital systems. Now here's what I tell everyone who's just getting started. You don't need to overcomplicate this business model. You don't need a big brand name or fancy setup. Start simple. Learn the fundamentals. So outreach, organic marketing, and chatting systems. Get one creator results, then scale the system. That's it. It's that simple. If you've been spinning your wheels with low margin businesses, if you're tired of chasing trends that don't actually pay you, stop looking for the next shiny thing. What you need to do instead is start looking for the real thing. And right now, that's OFM. It's profitable, it's scalable, and it's still early. It's like Bitcoin 2011. Your freedom starts with income, and your income starts with execution. Let's get to work. Now, if you're serious about building an OFM agency, or just want to understand the business model properly, make sure you hit subscribe right now. I post 2 videos weekly breaking down the exact systems we use to scale creators, manage teams, and grow consistent online income. And for those who want the faster route, I'm currently opening a few extra spots for my one-to-one mentorship program. Now, it's designed for people who want direct support from me and my team to build and launch their OFM agency step by step. In this program, I am so confident in my systems and processes that I can actually guarantee to get your results or you get your money back. Now, you'll get hands-on coaching, you'll get access to our internal blueprints and personal guidance on every part of the process, from signing creators to scaling your operations. Now, if this sounds like the kind of help you've been looking for, and there's a link in the description where you can book a call with me or someone on my team to see if it's the right fit for you. Don't wait around for the opportunity. This is your time to move, to execute, and to build the freedom you want. Now, I hope you all drew some insane value from this. If you did, drop a comment, hit subscribe button, hit the like button. If you want to contact me directly, you can either book a call below on the link, or you can go to my Instagram at Dylanfrano, DYLANFRANO. Thank you for listening. I'll see you all on the next one. Sweet.